Hey everyone, so today's tutorial is how to get that kind of suntanned, sun-kissed look to your face. Now, before we go on to the tutorial, because obviously I'm slightly tanned, the first thing you need to take into consideration is your skin type. If you're NW10, NC15 and below, really is not necessarily the best idea to try and get that sun-kissed look, because you're so pale naturally that it's gonna be really hard to kind of get that look. So you need to bear that in mind. Just be grateful you've got really beautiful pale skin. The other thing to take into consideration is wherever you want to go darker, everything has to match. That means your body too. Now I've just done my face and neck, but if you see the difference between my hands, you can see that they're not tanned. So you would need to take into consideration whatever you've got on show, you're going to need to tan too. I've also used an airbrush in this tutorial. However, you don't need one. You can use a bronzing powder, a foundation that's darker than your skin tone, mineral powders that are darker, anything you want to use, normal foundation that's darker, whatever you want is fine. The airbrush is not, you don't have to have it. I'm just using it because I've got it tanned. So the two products that I have used are the airbrusher with, the air compressor with Ket Hydro in R7. And the other thing I used was Scandalous Blush by Sleek. That's the only two products that I have on my skin. So, and also quickly before I finish this, because I'm going on a bit, many years ago when I was I'm 33 now, when I was 21, and I had really bad skin, very bad acne. And I remember sitting across on a table eating my lunch, and there was a gentleman and his girlfriend or wife opposite me, and he looked so healthy. His skin was just beautiful, and he had the same sort of features as me, light hair, light eyes, that kind of thing. But he looked like he'd just come back from holiday, and this area in here, the bridge of the nose, was slightly red, and he was tanned. He just looked so healthy, and that look has always stayed with me. And it's the one look that I like the most, particularly on myself for a guy as well, because it's not too in your face, you don't really know you've got anything on, and you just look healthy. And I've emulated that look ever since. So let's make a start and show you how you can get sun-kissed and a realistic looking tan. Thanks for watching. Ooh, white. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. So the first thing I'm going to do is apply Scandalous Blush, which is by Sleek. And I'm going to apply this with a kabuki brush to the top of the cheekbones, the temples, and the bridge of the nose, because these are the areas that would burn if you're on holiday and you're out in the sun. You know it's bad for you, whatever, but these are the places that would get the most amount. So we just want to highlight these areas with this really red blush. Now remember that this is just a sort of dramatization of how to get a sort of a realistic suntan, and you can go as light or as dark as you want with your tanning procedure, however you want to do it. But remember, I'm going slightly darker here just so you can see it and it stands out more on camera. And I'm using an airbrush, as I mentioned. You don't need to use one, a bronzer, anything is fine. But make sure that when you're doing this look, that you go over all skin that will be showing. So if you're wearing a shirt, you want to make sure your neck is done, part of your chest is done. If your arms are showing, they've got to be tanned as well. So everything sort of blends into one. You'll also see that I'm doing the neck, as I just mentioned, because of course this is on show. I didn't do my arms, as I mentioned, because I'm going to wash this off in a second. But this just shows you how you can get a pretty good, realistic looking tan and look like you've just come back from holiday. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. And post some video responses, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.